Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Yo, we're gonna start this off. All right, yo, real quick.
We did it for the boroughs.
I gotta do, yo, this shot is a twofer. This shot is a twofer.
And Long Island.
This shot is a twofer right here. All right, yo, it's gonna go out. Yo, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. You know what I mean? Changing the world one child at a time. You heard? But now that's out the way, I want to personally apologize to Mikal Bridges. The bridge is not over. My bad, son. I was sleeping on you. I was ragging on you for like the past 2 months. To be honest, I thought you were the reason that we were failing. You know what I mean?
Nobody else thought that, Mikal.
I definitely apologize. All right,
only
you finally
DJ
made me happy. You finally made me happy. Yo, let's keep balling. Yo, shout out to the Knicks. Big win tonight. Yo, salute, fellas.
Salute.
Peace.
Oh, man. Welcome back to Real Sports Talk, New York's new #1 sports talk show in a real jovial mood tonight.
I feel like we haven't saw each other in
we
couple
haven't.
weeks.
We've been low. We've been super low, man. It's your boy Cash, your host. My co-hosts are in the building. Preem, Rod, Jay, Q. My guys, man.
Looks like you on a keto diet, Cash. Since I last seen you, look like you lost a few pounds.
Yeah, I am on a keto diet actually. Yeah. So I'm trying to, summertime.
That shit look good. Yeah, that shit look good. Like you done lost some weight since the last time I seen you.
I think I'm down 12 pounds or some shit. Yeah.
12 pounds is amazing.
Yeah, beats.
Everybody trying to get into their fighting weight for the summer, right?
Yeah. Pass the link to your brother. You gotta send the link to your boy in Texas. Yeah, young ice cream.
Like the Hollywood Squid.
I mean, ice cream eater. He's gonna eat some ice cream. A bucket of ice cream soon you get over here.
Yo, check it, right? It's funny, right? We on a call. He's like, yo, looks like you got your old man weight, right? This is maybe like 3 weeks ago, right? So since then, I love a challenge. Immediately, I said, yo, fuck it. Shirt off day is June 24th, right?
Is it though?
So yeah, June 24th. So June 24th,
win though.
June 24th, no homo, no, pause in advance.
I'm not judging this shit.
No. Check it out. No. I'm gonna do the whole show. I'm gonna do the whole show chest naked. And we
chest naked.
And we gonna see.
All right. Y'all, you know what? Okay, let's do that. Right, you in on that? I'm not in on that. You in on?
I'm gonna wear white. I'm gonna wear white beater, but I'm gonna look better. I'm gonna look better than that.
White beater, maybe.
I'll be there. I'll be there. Yo, give me to July. I already got I ain't ready yet, but I'll be ready real soon. I'm in the gym.
If y'all want to do it, we can do the white beater episode. We can start like that. The white beater
episode. July. Let's give everyone a chance to get
right before football season starts. I look amazing. I'm down 36 pounds. To be honest with you, he knows that.
Nice. Let's get it.
36 is a lot. I don't know about 36.
Yeah, I was 200. I was
down 36.
I was 237
36
pounds.
Means you got that thing. That means you're sick. Like you ain't getting it.
Right down 36 pounds. You know who not down? The motherfucking New York Knicks, boys.
Let's go.
We up. Knicks up, Celtics down. Yo, Benzino, where you at, doggy?
He ain't got no neck. He can't turn his neck to see who's talking to him.
That
nigga needs a chair that spins to turn around. Fuck Benzino.
I expect to see you on your live tomorrow, Benzino.
Yo, Benzino don't chew tobacco. He chew marbles.
Yo.
Benzino chews on beef sticks with grapes. We already know what Benzino likes. He likes it both ways.
We're not going to give him a lot of press, man. We don't want to bring the guy back and make him relevant. But what we're saying,
bring him back.
I don't got a problem with Benzino. The only problem I got with him has been popping off with that.
Talk about the Knicks, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Talking that Knicks shit.
Listen, does anyone? Y'all welcome to the post game 4 New York Knicks reaction. Knicks dispatched the Celtics, man. Come back after getting blown out at the Garden to go up 3-1. Before I do my little monologue, I just want to ask y'all a question. Anyone know Law 1548, Laws of Power? Do you know what that is?
Probably Green. I don't know it.
Always crush your enemy. Right? Always keep it. And when you have your enemy down, crush them so they can't come back and kill you, right? And that's what the Knicks had to fucking do tonight, man. Yo, this game, man, listen. First of all, I want to shout out Mikal Bridges. I want to shout out Cat, Mitch, OG, obviously Brunson. Superstar, man. Nothing you can say, man. But the other guys, they stepped up. We know they needed to step up. Duel of the Iron Mics tonight. Tatum and Brunson shout out to Tatum, man. I don't love the Celtics, but I feel bad that he possibly popped his Achilles. You know,
I don't like that. That part I don't like. But
you don't want nobody to do that. But listen, to me today was a must win, man. Obviously, I felt that about Game 3, but Game 4 even more. You didn't want to give Celtics that supreme confidence going back to Boston, tied up, them recapturing home court. Game 3, we came out flat, right? We had trouble with the pick and roll. I felt, and many people felt, our superstars needed to be more aggressive, have a superstar performance. Had players like Cat, Jalen Brunson. We wanted Mikel to step up. We needed OG to step up. He only had 2 points. We needed basically everyone to step up and have big games, and they all did it. So credit to them. I thought Josh Hart needed to get it going. I know he got into some foul trouble. And when you lack confidence, man, when you see that ball fall through the hoop, that's when you start to get going. The juices get flowing a little bit, and you start to gain confidence. And I thought that happened a little bit tonight. I thought Jalen came out way more aggressive. Because I was getting a little worried about him, and not worried, but White and Holiday was kind of defending him really good. So I was like, I want Jalen to come out, have a 40-piece wing dinner, all flats. You know what I'm saying? As my man, Perk saying shit. But listen, they come out tonight. They came out swinging. Celtics, they came out swinging as well. That 3-ball was dropping again tonight, so that worried me a little bit. But I noticed that the Knicks, defending the 3 a lot better. I was a little worried because, still having a little bit of trouble on those pick and roll switches. They got away from the drop coverage, which I hate. But, you seen Cat a lot of times getting isolated on an island with Tatum, and Tatum was just cooking. Now, Tatum, say what you want about Tatum, but
waiting for him.
He may not be the face of the league, but he's one of the faces of the league. The kid could hoop, man, 100%. You know what I'm saying? Celtics jump out to a quick lead, but like I said, the Knicks stayed within striking distance. What do we all say? The Knicks had to stay within striking distance. So when the Celtics cooled off at some point from 3, the game was there for the taking. Lot of cool things tonight, man. Particularly the turn of the game for me was the third quarter when the Celtics did cool off a little bit. Brunson and Tatum were trading a little bit. The Knicks climbed back into it because I believe they were down by like 11 at the end of the half. Brunson had a big third quarter, 18 points. And the Knicks took their first lead. A couple of things that were worrying me. The free throw, we weren't getting the benefit of the whistle tonight. I think only like 2 or 3 free throws towards the end of the first half. But all in all, big fourth quarter by Brunson, big fourth quarter by Bridges. Nice defense again by OG. Cat really stepped up in the fourth quarter. Salute to Cat, man, because I thought you were really aggressive. I like the way he was taking fucking Horford off the dribble, old man Horford, and he did it in front of all of the OGs, Starks, the Ewing, Larry Johnson, Allen Houston, Steph. They was all there. I love the atmosphere. We go up 3-1, stranglehold on the series. Tatum is probably out. Going back to Boston, I think this is over. Let me go to D. I'm gonna go to you first. Pause. What you thought of the game tonight?
That was crazy. D, I'm gonna go to you first.
Pause. Oh, D's muted.
Yo, son, you're muted.
I'm mute your mic.
Look at D got on the Missy Elliott hoodie.
I'm good now, guys.
You good?
So, like I was saying, man,
Yeah, the
Knicks in 5, man. Knicks in 5. Like I said this at the beginning of the playoffs. Like, if Josh Hart, this is what I said. I said if Josh Hart went hard to the hole, we go to the chip.
Whoa.
Now,
That's crazy. Come on, man. We're gonna give you the one-time pass.
We're talking basketball now. We're talking basketball.
We give you the one.
You guys are thinking about some other hole, then I don't know.
Yeah,
we're talking basketball now. If Josh Hart go hard to the hole, and that's no pause. Yeah, I need a pause on that. If Josh Hart gets it hard to the hole, we go to the chip, right?
Yeah.
So now he didn't score that much tonight, but he's like the heart of this team. Literally, like no.
I agree.
He is the heart of this team, man. Like,
He's the Draymond Green of the Knicks.
Like he had 6 points tonight, and it still seems like he's like the heart of the team, man. Like I don't know, man. We have big numbers tonight, man. But here's the thing with that, right? 23 from OG, 23 from Cat. Like Are we gonna get? No, I'm sorry, 23 from Bridges, 23 from Cat. Are we gonna get them having these big nights like that together? We need it. Now, if the Knicks play like this, we win the title this year.
The title?
The title. Like, if we can get this type of production out of our team, no team can stop it. If we can produce like we produced tonight, no team can stop that, man. But that's the question. Can we be consistent with this, man? You know what I'm saying? That's the question. Can we be consistent? If we're consistent, then we can. I see the chip this year. And I didn't see that 2 weeks ago when the playoffs started. But now, you know, the way the playoffs are shaping up with Cleveland looking like they're done, like all of these big powerhouses that we thought that everyone was so scared of, like, oh my God, we don't want to play Cleveland. Oh no, we don't want to play Boston. These guys is looking like they done, man.
No, I don't disagree. Rod, what's up? What do you think?
Let's go box score. Let's go what D was talking about. Let's go box score. So tonight, you know, we get 23 from Macau, we get 39 from Brunson, we got 20 from Anunoby, we got 23 from Cat, we got 6 from Josh Hart, who started. However, it was an efficient 6 because he only gave us 30 minutes. 6, 9, 2 or 7 from the 3-point from the field goal percentage. One out of 3 shots he made a 3, right? From the bench we get Mitchell 25 minutes. He was 4 points, 8 boards, and we get McBride, who was a dope ass 20 minutes, 2 or 4 for 3. I mean, two out of 3 threes made with his 6 points. And I would say I gotta agree with Deron. You know what I'm saying? It's just the matter of what we're getting out of it. Can we all agree, based off the box score that I just gave out to us? 44 minutes from Bridges, 40 from Brunson, 40 from Anunoby, 36 from Towns, and 30 from Hart. This is our starters. If you could get 23, 39, 20, 23, respectively, from these guys on a consistent basis, then I would say for sure where I think after the injury and the way the Knicks played tonight, the Knicks are going to the Eastern Conference Finals. That for sure. But I would have to say if the Knicks can play this type of basketball moving forward, they have a shot. You know what I'm saying? They have a shot at the title this year. Can we all agree that this is the best game the Knicks have played in the entire playoffs so far?
I think it's the best game at the Garden, and I think Breen said it too.
Well, listen, both games that they won in Boston were not the Knicks' best basketball. We could all agree on that, right?
Right. Yeah.
We won them. We gritted those. We grinded those out.
Yeah.
The game that we just got our asses kicked last game, that was also not the Knicks' best basketball, right?
Yeah.
Celtics came and outshot and kicked our ass. Tonight looked the same. The Celtics. Listen, let's go Celtics box score. From 3-point range, Derek White was 6 of 11. Tatum was 7 of 16. Horford was 1 of 2. Holiday didn't hit none. Brown was 2 of 8. Porzingis was 2. Brown was 2 of 8. Pritchard was 2 of 7. So they're still they're determined to beat whoever they playing with the 3 ball. They live and they die by the 3 ball, right?
Yeah.
They live and they die by the 3 ball, and they were very efficient with it. The Knicks don't chase them off the block. The Knicks are not chasing them off the. That's something's got to give with that. Now we don't have as many people to chase. Again, I hate to see somebody like Jason Tatum go out like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, I do, because he was playing his ass off tonight.
He was hoping.
But that's one less motherfucker that the Knicks got to chase around.
That's deep.
And unfortunately, unfortunately for the Celtics, there's not an ancillary piece that they could say, well, damn, we just lost Tatum. Don't worry, this guy's going to come off the bench. It's not going to be Pritchard. Pritchard's going to shoot, sure. It's not going to be Derek White. It's going to the immediate shift is going to go to Jaylen Brown, who was the Batman to the Robin. So now he's Nightwing, I guess. He's not even Robin anymore. He's going to be Nightwing moving forward. Then it's going to be White. Then it's going to be Holiday. Holiday is injured. Brown doesn't look 100%. I just feel like the Knicks.
Porzingis is sick.
Porzingis is sick, right? Horford is old. You know what I'm saying? And they don't have their bench. They don't have enough left on their bench. Who we got? What? Cornette, Tillman, Davison, Walsh. I don't even know who Sherman is. Like, whoever they have left are not a part of what they've been doing. So the Knicks are going to be favored to go to the Eastern Conference Finals. If the Knicks can continue to do what they've been doing, not what they've been doing. If they can mimic what they did tonight, which is stay within a kill shot of teams that are going to shoot the 3, right? Teams like this, I believe, whether it's
if it's Indiana plays a similar style of basketball, as the Celtics. They're going to try to shoot that three, or they're going to try to kill you from beyond the arc. They're going to drive it to you too. They're going to be a little bit more aggressive, but
I like the way we match up with them, though. I like.
I'd rather.
We went 7 with them injured last year.
I'd rather play Indiana than if Cleveland figures out a way to get confidence and win this series. I'd rather
too, though. They're beat up. I know
I'll
Hunter's back, and I know.
I don't think Donovan's gonna be back, so I don't.
Yeah, Donovan's out. Hunter comes back, and
Donovan Mitchell. You don't think Donovan Mitchell coming back?
Well, both of those guys are back already.
No, I'm saying, but they come back, and then he goes out.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? So
what do you mean? Why did you say you don't think he's coming back? Jay, the floor is yours.
Donovan hurt his ankle in the last game. He didn't finish. He didn't even play the second half. He only had 12 points.
He's coming back. Donovan Mitchell's a hooper. He's a hooper. He's zesty as fuck, but he's a hooper. He's not.
You like to believe that, but I mean, I don't want to get.
He's not going to let his team lose. They're down 3-1. He's zesty as fuck.
I don't want to get too into the weeds about whether about whether Cleveland, at this point. I want to relish in what we did tonight. And tonight, I know it looks. You know what it is about us as far as Knicks? We don't look good while we're doing it, but some shit is happening, right? It's so bizarre. Like, we don't look good doing it, but some real shit happened tonight. I don't know if y'all know this, but we beat them in every statistical category except for steals and fucking 3-point percentage.
And free throws.
Everything. No, we beat them in free throws.
No, beat them.
Did we?
Yeah, 75% from free throw land. They were 73.
Oh, and attempts though. I think they probably had us though, right? Yeah.
Volume, but I'm talking about the rate that we shot at, right? Yeah. So if you look at that, it didn't look like it though when we were watching the game, because I know I'm on my couch watching.
We didn't beat them in 3-point statistics.
I said 3-pointers and steals is the only two categories that they beat us in. Right. So when you look at the way we play our brand of basketball, it doesn't look cute. It looks like New York. It looks like what we are.
It looks like a throwback.
It looks
organized chaos. It doesn't organized chaos. The difference, and not to cut you off, the ball don't flow like it does for the Celtics. They move the ball, you know what I'm saying? They move the ball, dribble to the middle, kick, boom, fake, pick and roll. The guy loses his man, kick to the corner. Like, the ball don't, it's a lot of pounding, isolation, throwing into the low post, like 90s shit with us. You know what I'm saying? But it's been effective.
It's effective.
Yeah.
It's effective. That's the part that I think a lot of like us will understand it. But like people that are just watching the game and they're like they're fair weather fans per se. Like they're like, this is not, they watch it when the playoffs come around. Casual fans, I think is the better way to say it. They're not going to recognize that this is what we expect. Now, granted, I was texting you guys religiously, angry as fuck when the game started. I hate when this shit happens. But for whatever reason, y'all calmed me down. Y'all got me back under control. And then the game progressed as it should. Now, first of all, shout out to Jason Tatum. I know that we talked a lot about, a lot of shit about him throughout this playoffs, and probably just because he plays for Boston. If he played for any other team, I'd probably have a different level of respect for him. You know what I'm saying? Different level of energy for him.
Still gonna wish him. I don't want to be hurt, but I don't care for any other team.
Yeah, in New York. The guy gets busy. The guy can play basketball at a very high level. If that guy was a Knick, he'd be adored. Like, he'd run this fucking, the city, right? But I don't want what I don't want, and I'm sure y'all share my sentiments with this. I don't want everybody to say that we beat the Celtics because Jason Tatum got hurt.
We beat them. That only happened in the fourth quarter, though.
I don't think that's a narrative.
It's going to become a narrative. You trust my words on this shit. They will figure it out.
Moving forward of this game,
moving forward, they're going to say that they would have came back from 3-1 to beat us had Jason Tatum not went down.
Yeah.
And I don't want to hear that bullshit, because we beat him this game too with Jason Tatum. He went down with a minute left. He ain't coming back at fucking 11 points down when the injury happened on a steal. We were already heading back up court to put up another 2 points. Yeah. So I don't want to hear that shit. I know that we will. I know that you'll probably hear it tomorrow. Like the pundits will absolutely try to figure out a way.
Sure. Yeah. Somebody's gonna glaze Boston. And
they'll try to figure out a way to make it seem like that.
The next
but I think we have every right to look forward to our next opponent. I do believe that it'll probably be Indiana. I don't think that Cleveland has the opportunity to come back from where they're at. They looked absolutely fucking obliterated yesterday. And they looked like we looked on Saturday.
Yeah.
Just
look out. I think. Well,
Cleveland,
we're not talking about Cleveland right now.
Cleveland is hurt though, but
and we'll discuss that. And we'll discuss that this week. You know what I'm saying?
Another time. This is a Knicks after party.
But today, we did exactly what we were supposed to do. Everybody kind of fit in. We had 4 players over 20 points. The only starter that didn't go over 20 was Hart. With 6, but he gave us so much juice. Pause in other areas.
He gave you 9 boards and 5 assists.
That's what I said.
And a 3. Like, yeah, he
was absolutely involved.
And he got a bullshit foul at the end of the game. They were trying to get him out of there. You know what I'm saying?
1,000%. Here's something even crazier, and I'm gonna drop this bomb, and then I'll leave the stage. One more thing. In the event that we fuck around and make a deep enough run, there's a guy who declared that he wants to probably be out of his own space after this season.
Giannis?
And if he says that he wants to end up in New York because he feels like, let's say we get close and it just don't happen and he believes I'm that piece.
What do we gotta give up to get Giannis?
Giannis can force his way into New York. Giannis can force his way.
What do we got to give up to get Giannis?
That's the problem, though.
You'd have to give up a lot of shit.
We should table that for another episode, really.
Oh, wait, no, I can't.
I'm dropping that gem.
We gotta let Q get his shit off real quick.
Yo.
Hold on. See, all right, fuck it. Fair enough. Here
we go. I think, Jesus Christ, it's crazy. Oh, my God. Wow. No, that reaction was to my words.
Wow. Gotta let Q get his shit. First of all, Q shows up with a Duff lager to every show. So I don't know if y'all watch The Simpsons, but he drinks a Duff. Like, yo.
Oh, man.
Duff, man.
Q's on non-alcoholic beer right now. Q's on suspension.
Is that a non-alcoholic beer, Q?
That's an O'Doul's.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's like drinking celery water.
Q tried to do some nutso shit. He thought he was Leon. He tried to jump off the fucking roof last Saturday night, like fucking above the rim.
Yeah. She was getting a little hectic, but
you called him nutso.
But I think the two biggest key factors.
Nigga called him nuts. Called the nigga nutso. He tried to jump off the roof like nutso.
He didn't even say.
I was on the route like,
Yo, you have to watch. If you never saw above the rim, nobody did that. But damn.
So Cash, you Leon playing ball in the middle of the night.
That's me. Shadow balling and
just clapping backwards.
With some tight ass jeans on pause. You know what I mean?
Nuts.
We gotta do from around our way. We gotta do from around our way to be playing ball like that. I ain't gonna say the name, but
yeah, Mr. P. Anyway, Q, give your assessment on the game tonight, man, because I know you were very
passionate.
And you're very passionate about it. Yeah, you be like flipping on them during the game.
Yeah, because
every 2 minutes of the game, this is bullshit. They're never gonna win.
I'll be like,
because
I'll be the first one to jump off the Empire State Building. Yo, you know what I mean? I'm gonna go to a taller building than Nutso. I think the biggest thing, aside from Mikal Bridges and how everybody played, because I think we can see that. We know Cat is going to give us what he can give us. We know Jalen Brunson is always going to do what he needs to do. If OG and Mikal Bridges can be consistent, that's going to be the determining factor, like what Son said. You know what I mean? But I think what the biggest thing was having Cat and Mitch on the floor a lot, because what Tibbs was doing for this whole playoff, he was only putting them together in the first half. The Pistons or the Celtics haven't seen them together in the second half of any of these games. And that's how they disrupted the game, man. Like, that's why we out-rebounded them, because that's what we got to do. That's why we shot 13 extra shots than them. That's why we won by 13 points aside from everything else. And those are the type of, little things that people can see, because we'll feed off of it. We're a great defensive team. I wish our bench was a little bit better, but, when you have those two guys on, Mitch can't score the ball, but shit, he can put it right back up or just dish it out and give it. But like
offensive rebounding machine.
That is so key. And when you have Cat down there with them, it's gonna be like Tim Duncan and David Robinson. It's like fuck, man. Like who's gonna guard who, man? Like I need help. You saw Pritchard trying to like he was like for his life. Like why you down there, Pritchard, man? Like you looking like a boy lost in the woods, man. But I think that's what needs to happen, and Tibbs needs to continue to understand like how what's transitioning in the game. Understand the flow of the game, and make those on-time adjustments. Yeah, he makes great adjustments in the halftime in the second half, and then the team comes out to play totally different game in the third and fourth quarter like we've seen with them. But we need to make those on-point adjustments, man. Like and tell the team what to do and let them move around because and now that it's 3-1, man. Whoever has the narrative of the Celtics coming back, that shit's only happened 13 times in 281 playoff series, bro. If the Knicks would have been the 14th time, bro, oh my God, Q would have been fucking running around punching people and flushing in college point. Like I would have been a 0% alcohol, bro. Like I'm a full-edged drunk now. That's it, Like, but nah, I think we have a real good shot because what we did tonight too, especially transition, we did allow them to shoot some additional open threes that I wasn't really too fond of, but we definitely defended it way better, and we needed that ass kicking in Game 3. That was fuel to the way we played today. The same way that the Pistons prepared us for the type of game that we had to get prepared for. The reason why we won Celtics Game 1 and Game 2. That ass kicking is the reason why we played the way we did today. We came out the gate crazy because Jason Tatum was definitely he was a man on a mission today. And he was trying to keep this team alive and put it on his back and walk to the Holy Land, you know what I mean? Until he got hurt.
He just got hurt.
Basically, yeah, and you know what I mean? Like, and that's probably the exertion, but that's the type of game that the Knicks play. They're able to fight through all that shit. And I'm not saying they're just built different, but yeah, New York is just built different. We built to keep fighting and play through injuries and just be like, damn, that's it, man. That's what the off season's for. We'll rest when we get there. You know what I mean? Let's just get through this game first. And you know what I mean? I just like what I'm seeing in the Pacers. I can't wait to see the Pacers because I think that's who we're gonna face next. And those bum ass, I can't wait to for fucking Mitchell Robinson to smack Halliburton shit to the fucking stands. And
we're gonna get
I don't know. I just can't stand the Pacers. That whole choking shit from last year. Oh man, if we can beat them in 5 and get those bozos out of here, I'll be very.
They're gonna be tough. Can I just say one thing about Tibbs though? Because we've been rough on Tibbs on this podcast.
Fuck Tibbs, man. Tibbs gotta go.
No. We've been rough on him, but I do want to say something.
I disagree, man.
You disagree? You don't think Tibbs gotta go?
Hold on. I was rough on. Hold on. I was rough on Tibbs a lot. Pause. But I think in this series, since the last game of Detroit, right, when he ran that fake pick and Jalen Brunson came off that fucking screen and it was an isolation on Asor, right? I think, I think his adjustment has been a lot better from that play to I think it was either Game 2 when Mazzulla was running that fucking screen when Jason Tatum shot straight up the fucking middle. Do you remember that shit? And they ran that fucking screen and he came through and he scored. And then he tried that play. And then Tibbs adjusted to it. That was another beautiful adjustment.
Cal had the block pass, or block shot, whatever it was that Tatum tried to do.
Another adjustment. We got to give. And then tonight was a good adjustment. I think it was kind of a nuance to the game when they were getting ready to do that hack commit shit. You know what I'm saying? And he takes Mitch out. He puts in pressures for a few seconds and then subs Mitch right back in because I think after he gets under a minute, anyone can shoot the free throw or whatever. So he has made some good fucking adjustments. The only thing I say about Tibbs is, and I don't even want to. We won, so I don't want to be like crashing out on dudes and shit. But I think offensively, it's weird because he's in this weird spot because he's a defensive coach and the defense isn't as good as it used to be anymore, and the ball don't move fluidly with the Knicks. Like, and I know that's it's minute at this point, but moving forward, that I don't see that ball swinging. We have Mitchell Robinson and Q. To your point, this is my last thing, and I'm gonna pass it off. Mitchell Robinson and Cat are good in spots, but it clogs the middle at times. You know what I'm saying? You don't have that spacing. So you're right. You got to understand the flow of the game and the feel of the game and when to put those two in the game and when not to put those two in the game. Because you see when Mitch is not in the game, Cat has a lot of space to work. And you saw him tonight. When he's out in space, he's going to be able to get around you. When Mitchell's in there, it's a little bit more clogged up and the Cat's kind of like awkward and bumbling to the rim and he's, you know what I mean? So it's all about, like you said, the flow and the pace of the game. You know what I'm saying?
I got one thing to say.
Yeah.
I know Q already apologized to the man, so I'm not gonna drag it anything like that. But Mikal Bridges is
it's just wild. No one caught that.
No, but see, niggas don't understand the pause game though. If you say pause, you're not supposed to get penalized, right?
Doesn't mean that they didn't catch you. Sorry, Cash. Doesn't mean that they didn't see you to hear what you heard. You know, respect, yo.
Did you pause? Did you pause saying penalized?
You said rough on.
Did you pause saying?
Did you pause saying penalized?
All right.
Yo,
I'm having a bad day. Hold on.
We're gonna have to learn sign language and shit, bro. Like, we're gonna have to start talking in sign language.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus
crazy.
Christ.
Oh
Crazy.
my God. Wow. No, that reaction was to my words.
So the only thing I wanted to bring up, that mid-range shot that your boy Mikal Bridges is murdering these motherfuckers with.
Midi.
That nobody, like, I guess it's just a lost facet of the game. Nobody wants to shoot the 12-footer or the
midi. It's a midi.
Yo, he's like, oh fuck it, like he's literally killing these motherfuckers.
That Joe Johnson
that mid-range shit is like, and it's such a high percentage shot. Like in my head, I'm like, it's such a high, like I don't know why
10 to 13 feet mid-range.
Yeah.
Real quick. Oh, turn around. I got the space because they I've watched players have that shot and turn around and look for somebody to kick it to for the harder 3-point shot. Yeah. And Mikal Bridges is like, I'm going to the cup. And when they back up, I'm going to shoot this midi. I just wanted to point that out because Mikal Bridges has been doing that for the entire series. And that seems to be where that's where he shines. Like, you can kick it to me on the 3. And if I miss the 3, but guess what? If y'all let me get in the paint and I'm gonna midi y'all to death, and that's a lost part of the game. I wish it would come back. I wish a lot of teams
there's a couple of niggas in the league who do it, but it is a lost start though.
Kawhi has it, but Kawhi.
DeMar DeRozan's another one.
DeMar DeRozan's very good at it. DeMar DeRozan got that foot. DeMar DeRozan and Jalen Brunson have similar footwork. Like Jalen Brunson's footwork is impeccable. He wasn't showing that the last couple of games. Tonight, the footwork was back on display. I was very excited about that.
He killed him with a couple of ill midi shots tonight too, like the floaters or a couple. He caught a couple of midis tonight too.
The turnaround fadeaways.
His turnaround fadeaways. Cat needs to fuck with him during the summer. Get that.
You just read my mind, Cat.
Right? Take a page
got
out
no
of what they did
footwork,
tonight.
bro. He got no post game, man.
I hope that the Knicks take a look at what they did tonight and say,
Cat with a size 27 shoe. How the fuck? Like, what type of footwork you want him to have?
So did
Elijah Wan. So did Elijah Wan.
Elijah Wan with a goddamn 27.
Elijah Wan was like, you're right. It's a 24, but
Elijah Wan's an African Lightfoot nigga.
Can we get a nigga in the mid post? Maybe not on the low block.
No, not even that. Get the nigga in the mid post. Exactly. Like if the Knicks take anything out of tonight, they got to look at how many points did we get in the paint? Not at the actual basket, but just the middies. Like how many of those did we get? Because you got it out of Jalen Brunson tonight. Yeah. You got it out of you got a few out of OG, but you got a bunch of them. Like literally speaking, Mikal Bridges is exposing them in that mid range. He's like, it's an open shot. It's almost like a free throw. It's almost like a free throw at this point because they back off you because they think you're going to dump into the paint, and then they run to the corner because they think you're going to kick it out. You have an open shot.
I was happy for Bridges tonight, man. Shit's been. I don't even want to
talk.
That's
5,000.
It's been fucked up for him.
That's what it was.
It seemed like.
And one more thing I'm gonna say before I'm pass to the D. Pause. You gotta understand, fucking Bridges. He has to guard, the one of the two. On the other, on the defense side of the ball, so for him to have the energy on both sides of the ball, we don't give him enough credit for that. Same with OG, but I think
play the whole game.
Yeah, and he's an Iron Man too. Pause. What you gonna say, D?
Now I was gonna say Bridges hit some big shots, man. He's been.
They're middies,
I was hard on him too, man. But one thing we've been saying, man, like you've been saying
doing so well.
You were doing so well, B. Yeah, you was hard on him.
I think Jesus Christ, it's crazy. Oh my God. Wow. No, that reaction was to my words.
We don't let shit go, man. We got.
Oh man. Yeah, it's only so much we can allow you.
It's TNT Tuesday tonight, my nigga.
Only so much we can allow you to get a
TNT. Is it TNT or something?
What you say, Bly? You was what? You was what? What you say, Bly? You was on that man?
Let me reiterate. Like, so I was my comments. I was
permission to speak freely.
Let me say it in a different way. I was making some very harsh comments regarding this gentleman. And he has gained my trust now. Now, the problem I have is we live and die with Brunson. If Brunson's having a bad night, we have a bad night. So, like, if this guy is off one night, the Knicks lose, man, and that's a big problem, man. Like,
I agree.
That's a problem, man. Like, I get a lot of pounding that rock, pounding it. And when he's
not even go there. It's getting too crazy. I don't even got it. You got it. Pounding the rock. Pounding the rocks.
What's the rocks?
Yeah, look at Jay.
Come on, y'all making up shit now. Y'all making up shit. What's the
I didn't
rocks?
say anything. You said a lot of. The first thing you said, dog, you said, you know, it's a lot of pounding.
It's a lot of adjectives.
I'm like, why is that? Why
a lot of pausable adjectives.
The pounding, the passion in the pounding was tough for me. Like to look at. He was like, yo, he's like, you know, because a lot of pounding. And his facial expression showed a different level of energy.
Pounding and
the passion in the pounding.
Oh my
that's
God.
Yeah,
Yeah. You about to turn Deron into a mute.
Nah,
he
gonna come on.
I don't want to break your flow. Go ahead.
I'm making a quick run for the title, man. Fuck that. I'm coming.
Yeah. Let me ask you that, D. While you there, pause. Knicks. I think this. I don't want to say it's foregone conclusion, but with Tatum being hurt, we're up 3-1. If I got to look forward, I think they're gonna win the series. Obviously, they play the Pacers. We took the Pacers to 7 last year, right? Even though we were fucking decimated with super injuries, Brunson, OG with the hammy. Yo, does the lane look clear for a chip?
Do we match up good with the Pacers? What's our?
I think we do.
What's the year record? What's the yearly record between?
I think we split, right? I think it was like
we might have split, yeah.
Because the Pacers are all of a sudden looking like
you got to throw the record out though. What was the record with the Celtics? It was 0-4 this year, so you got to.
But why are the Pacers looking so good all of a sudden, man?
Well,
like they've
been good. They've been good. It's just
they're good. But the Cavaliers are also like really hurt.
Banged up. Yeah, Cavaliers are banged up. You got DeAndre Hunter was out, Garland was out. Now Mitchell Robinson's out. Not Mitchell Robinson. Spider's out. He's out when they came back in.
Game
the
one
continuity, and then there's a lot of pressure on them too. They weren't improving. Like they were the number 1 seed during the year. But look at OKC. OKC is in a dogfight out there. You know what I mean? They might not come out of that Denver series. You know what I'm saying? So. I like the way we match up against Denver. I think we can handle Denver. I like the way we match up against. Even though we lost to OKC, I like the way we match up against them. I think, man, put it like that. You feel me? I think,
like on paper, it looks like.
And we get home court advantage. Yeah. If we go against the Pacers,
the last 5,
we got a better record.
The last 5 games,
it looks like we should be able to make it, right?
Yeah. The last 5 games that we played,
Indiana's looking amazing right now. Like I don't know, I can't even explain it, man. I look at their games, I'm like. How are they beating these guys so soundly like this, man?
They got a decent team, man. They got a decent team. And Halliburton's balling out of control. Niggas was trying. I don't like Halliburton when Jay put the post up today with his 2 stupid voices and all that dumb shit. But he's balling though. He's balling. I think he has a chip on his shoulder because he voted like worst fucking
most overrated
by his peers. That's embarrassing, B. So I need Brunson to put that work in on him.
We won 2 out of the 5 games that we played against the Pacers. A couple of them look bad. Like I ain't gonna lie. The Pacers beat us 130 to 109.
We played them 5 times.
No, we played them 3 times this year.
Yeah, we didn't play them 5 times. You can't play the same team more than 4 times.
Also, yeah. So boom.
2 out of 3 times.
The Knicks won 123-98 in October. The Pacers won 132-121 in November. And
it was 115.
We bought it.
You gotta throw the baby out with the bathwater though when it comes to the playoffs because everything tightens up. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Everything.
Yeah.
I'm glad about that because that means there's less motherfuckers. And I want the Knicks to fuck them up. You know what I'm saying? I want the Knicks to fuck them up.
So to answer your question, I think if we get out the East, then I think the West is just another step. Like once we get out, if we get out the East, we definitely got a chance at the title, man. Like
Depending
like,
what
it's nobody in the West that's that unstoppable.
Who do you think is coming out the West at this point? It's either going to be Minnesota. Minnesota's playing right now. What's the score, Jay?
I'm thinking it's going to be Minnesota.
The Minnesota game.
That might be interesting. The Minnesota and the Knicks in the championship.
There's a lot of storylines.
That's what I want to see. I would love to see the reunion of like biggest trade. Be like, yo, I think that'd be fire.
And Julius Randle's been
up by 2.
Julius Randle's been balling.
Minnesota's up by 2.
They've been big on.
Make no mistake, Julius Randle has been balling in these playoffs.
So let me ask you a question.
Julius Randle got 20 already in the second quarter.
Yeah, he's hooping.
So look, we got 4 teams in the West right now. 4 teams in the West, and if any one of those 4 teams come out of it, and let's just say the Knicks are who let's say the Knicks make it out the East. Out of those 4 teams, do you think that the Knicks can beat Denver?
Yes.
Game series?
We killed Denver this whole season. They never beat us this year.
last year.
Bro, Denver
playoffs.
I would think Denver be the match.
It's the playoffs.
That'd be
the
the match.
playoffs,
bro. Denver.
Yeah, I agree,
bro.
But once, but
it's
you know
the playoffs.
Hold on. What's Denver's problem? Once Joker goes to the bench and gets tired, they got no offense. If you know,
Denver's exhausted. Joker's exhausted.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you think that so you think the Knicks can beat Denver?
I think so.
Okay.
1,000%.
Do you think the Knicks can beat Minnesota?
Yeah.
I think so too. Yeah.
Do you think the Knicks can beat OKC?
That's the problem.
That'd be the matchup I probably wouldn't.
Or we act like there's not a 14. Do you think the Knicks could beat Golden State?
Yes.
Yeah.
Without Steph, yes.
Yeah, I would love to see Golden
Steph
State.
is coming back. If it makes it that far, Steph is going to be back.
That's a hammy, bro.
I don't think they're coming out of that.
Bro, there's at least 2 more series. There's this series and then the next series. If Steph makes it to the finals, like we're talking about at least a month out. Steph ain't going to come back from a hammy in a month.
The hamstring lingers. Hamstring lingers, bro. You need one more movement to put you out for another 3 weeks.
Kaminga stepped up big time the other night. I ain't gonna front. I don't know what he's doing
20 tonight.
Kaminga
got 20 already tonight.
But I don't think they beat Minnesota. I just don't think.
So y'all think the Knicks plow through the Knicks plow through Golden State. There's no contest there.
I think they beat Golden State. I don't know about plow.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about plowing.
I think they beat
why was that your turn?
Because it was what it was.
Word, like, yo,
what did you tell me, Rod? Yo, you can't.
I was about to say. I was waiting for me. I was waiting for my guys to get like.
Are you guys coming for me? Are you coming for me, guys?
I don't want to. I don't want to see one team plow another. To be honest,
I said pause.
I got to hold on, Jay. I mean, Rod, I got to
do the Knicks decimate.
Christ. You know, I think, Jesus Christ, it's crazy. Oh, my God. Wow. No, that reaction was to my words.
That's my favorite soundbite. I'll be walking around saying that shit at work. That reaction was to my words.
The Knicks easy win for the Golden State, no contest for the Knicks.
Mm-hmm.
I don't say it's no contest, but I think that we beat them.
I think it's
Denver, no contest.
And we're jumping ahead. We haven't came out the Celtics, but we're just jumping ahead.
I'm worried about Denver. Why
would you be? All right, hold on, time out. Let's spin back. Why would we be worried about Denver?
Who's stopping Joker? Honestly, if Joker goes on the tail, who in the Knicks is stopping the Joker?
It's not a matter of who could stop.
No, I'm asking. Answer the question.
Listen, I have to be honest with the way we've played them. They don't
match up. Not only this year, last year too. We played
last year too. They don't match up well against. They haven't beaten us. Pause in like 2 seasons. Like they do not do. We blew them out twice this year. Yeah. They do not do well against us for some reason. I feel confident against them. I like what I see when I play that team.
Yeah, Jamal Murray, he's not a good Robin, man. He was at one point. I don't know what's going on with him.
He don't fit.
Aaron Gordon doesn't scare me.
Michael
Porter Jr. I think
Michael Porter Jr. too.
Aaron Gordon been playing well,
and Michael Porter Jr. played well too.
Aaron Gordon been kicking ass in the playoffs.
Yeah, but he don't scare me though, bro.
He doesn't scare me. There's a difference. Like
I think we match up very well with them.
That's the team that's not only is that the team that I want to see, but that to me that's the scariest team. If Minnesota and New York end up in the finals,
I think Minnesota, yeah. And
that's because that's that's a grudge match. That's a grudge match for everybody that felt some type of way being moved in a movement. I think Julius Randle feels some type of way, and DiVincenzo feels some type of way, saying, "Oh damn, we contributed."
We would have home court against Minnesota, right? I would love that. That'd be
but boom. Not only would they have a point to prove, it would be Cat proving to Minnesota that I was the reason that y'all was this way as well. And they look good. And Ant-Man don't give a fuck. And Ant-Man, he just don't give a fuck.
Like, so fuck. You got the Devo against the Villanova battle. You got the Cat and Julius battle. You know what I mean? There's a lot of storylines.
They would give us trouble. They would give us trouble in Minnesota for Gobert, man. Gobert's and I was now y'all got me in my head. I was about to say something just normal. Right? I was about to just say, Gobert's too big. I was about to say, Gobert's too big.
That would have been normal. That would have been normal. Why would that have been normal? That can't be normal.
Too big. He's too big. No, stop. Oh no, don't say that.
Yeah. You shouldn't say that.
Yeah, see?
You shouldn't say that.
So I had to cut.
Why would you say that?
Why would
you could just use the word like he's too tall.
Yeah, Gobert too dominant in the paint. You know what I'm saying? There's a whole bunch of shit. But if you rather just said that man's just too big, he's too big. If that's like when you felt like that's the most appropriate thing to say. I get it, but I don't get it. But I don't get it. I understand, but I don't understand.
I mean, like the whole thing is like to get you to like use better verbiage, like to find better ways to to express yourself. Like we want you to express yourself. We just want you to use appropriate verbiage when you have a conversation.
Just clean it up, man. Just clean it up.
Yeah. No, he wants the word big.
But they got everything they need, man, as a team, man. Like except
they do
point guard, except a point guard that can match up with us. Like every other, I'm talking about Minnesota. If we was matched up with Minnesota, the Knicks, every other position they kind of match up well, man. Like
who's their point guard in Minnesota again?
Conley, right?
What's the old guy? What's his name?
Conley.
Yeah, Mike
Conley. That's a win for us, easy. But every other position is kind of like an even matchup, man. Cat going at Julius Randle. That's kind of like a tie for me, man. Like,
but Cat is playing a 5. Who's gonna match up with Gobert? Yeah. Cat will be the 5.
Cat is playing the 5. He's starting at the 5.
Unless we starting Mitch and Cat, who's our 5?
It has to be Cat.
It's gonna be Cat and Gobert, right?
Cat and Gobert, and I think,
then you got Naz Reid coming off the bench at the 5. That's a tough matchup too. You know
but then you bring out Precious. Yeah, but I think at that point, we could use Precious against.
You can use Precious against Naz Reid, right? We could use Precious against Naz Reid, but what will be the 5-on-5? It will be if the Knicks stay with the starting 5, it's gonna be. It's gonna be Brunson.
Conley Brunson. It's gonna be Edwards.
Conley Brunson, Edwards, and fucking Hart.
It's gonna be.
I like that. I like Edward Hart.
McDaniels, which is a tough matchup for
Anunoby.
Bridges.
No, for Bridges.
That's some Bridges.
Randall's probably gonna be with Anunoby, right? I would think.
Right? I like that. I like that matchup.
And then Gobert and Cat. And I think and don't forget, Cat knows the ins and outs of this team too.
Yeah,
you also gotta remember that. So does Randall and fucking fucking DiVincenzo. They know the ins and outs of it.
Yo, we're like a chick. Pardon me. We're like a chick like dates a guy, and it's like we thinking way down. We thinking about the finals, right? Yeah, it is fun.
We so thirsty. Pause.
But then it breaks your heart. Then when the Knicks lose, you're sitting outside on Jamaica Avenue with a fucking bottle in your hand, like, looking all pitiful and shit.
I think it's a good matchup. And again, that's what I'd like to see just for the storyline. I would love to see that as a storyline because Julius Randle and DiVincenzo coming back to the Garden to say, y'all got rid of us for Cat. Now, this would be the series that Cat would have to go completely banana nut shit.
Yeah.
He would have to. Like, he would have to go crazy. Cat would have to be the focal point. Outside of just Jalen Brunson, there could be no other storyline. If the Knicks go against that day, every night it would have to be 25 and 25, and Cat would have to be doing amazing shit against these guys. The beauty that I like about that is Minnesota will be home court advantage for Cat too, because that's what he's been for his entire career.
Yeah.
You know, unfortunately for us, though, that Julius Randle and DiVincenzo, although that's not what their career started, they had success there. But I think it's bigger for Cat because Cat, outside of being on the Knicks, that's the only other court that Cat has played on. And DiVincenzo's been on other courts. Julius was on the Lakers. He was in Julius been on several years, New Orleans, then New York. You know what I'm saying? So he has other places he's been. He was a focal point.
But he definitely to me like made his mark
in New York. Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, because he came here when nobody else wanted to come here.
Yeah,
and he got a contract. He got busy. He
Nets
carried.
got Kyrie and KD that year. We got Julius. We was like, oh man.
But he carried the Knicks. He did carry the Knicks. All things considered, guess what? If it weren't for what Julius Randle contributed to the New York Knicks, we wouldn't even have Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson wouldn't have looked at the Knicks as a landing spot for like this is where I want to go get me over there.
Yeah. 100%.
Wouldn't have happened.
I was ready to go. I was ready to fuck with Julius before the cat trade. I was like, yo, I like Bridges and Julius at the wings and shit.
I did too. I wasn't happy about the cat trade. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
Niggas like Jay had to fucking get me cool with the idea. Like, no, but it's cat. And I'm like, yo, he's fucking soft. You know what I'm saying? To me, he's not a New Yorker. He's becoming a New Yorker. This version of cat that I'm seeing, he's playing into it. He's becoming something I gotta appreciate. But when they made that trade, you could ask Jay. I was tight. I was like, nah, man. Like at least Julius Randle him attitude wise, even when Julius Randle got mad at the Knicks fans because they said he was this and that, he didn't give. I don't give a fuck. Like he had a very New York. He's like, fuck is y'all doing, nigga? Fuck. You know what I'm saying? I'm here for y'all. Like.
Yo, you think a Tiger can change his stripes? Meaning, you think can Cat at this point add to his offensive game, man? Because I keep reiterating this, man. He don't got no fucking moves, man. Like that shit is frustrating. There's no every fucking to me every superstar got a move. Jalen Brunson got his move. Jalen Brunson's move.
Well, Jalen Brunson got a package. Paul.
Right, Tatum got a package or go-to moves when you need a bucket. I feel like he's just freestyling when he get the ball.
He does. He stumbles. He stumbles to the bucket. He looks goofy when he does it. It's fuck. He looks goofy as fuck. And I hate it. It looks goofy. Like and then he oh God, that's what he says when he doesn't get a call. Oh God.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, shut up when the goofy shit don't work, then shut up and just trot down to the other end of the court, you fucking dummy. If you was in the paint in the first place, where we could get you to rock so you can be Cat, but
big him up though. He had a good game tonight.
Oh, he had a great game. Yo, listen, I got another guy at this point. Like he's all we got. He's the center that the Knicks wanted.
Starting all-star center.
But he's also playing a totally different type of game because remember he was a power forward that needed to be on the edges because Gobert was always in. You know what I mean? Like so now
he wants to shoot the three. I don't even know why he wants to shoot the three so much. Like,
why is he not shooting the three more though? Right? Like that's the whole point. He's a stretch five, but he ain't stretching.
He almost pulled from half court today. I was like,
he be trying. He's like Deron. He's just gonna shoot it. He shoot because he can. I'm chucking it.
That's Cam. That's Cam.
Deron is a new campaign. Deron's a new campaign, son. Deron's a new campaign. Son.
Every time I see campaign get off the bench, I cringe.
Gotta let it go.
Oh man, son, this nigga coming in the game.
He was fucking up tonight. I saw him
every game, man. He had that one game, that first fucking game against Detroit. That was it.
Without him, we not here.
He's getting no love though. He's not. Yo, Deuce is getting all the minutes. If you notice, Deuce is getting most of the minutes and shit.
Yeah, but like Deuce gives you productive minutes because he plays great defense and he'll actually hit the three.
I wish Deuce would score a little bit more though. I think we still need that scoring off the bench. That's something we're gonna have to address in the offseason, no matter what happens this year. We're gonna have to get somebody who could get buckets off the bench.
We need an automatic bucket. We need an automatic bucket off the bench, yo.
Yeah, I don't know who that's gonna be, but someone like Pritchard. Imagine we had someone like Pritchard. That motherfucker's a bucket. And he's annoying. He's one of them little annoying motherfuckers.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But one of them niggas that you know what I mean? You ever be on the court playing?
He's like that dude from the Pacers. What's his name? McConnell? He's like fucking McConnell, man.
Oh, I hate him on the Pacers. Yeah, I hate all the Pacers. Nemhard. I hate all them. Fuck all them dudes, man. Fuck the Pacers, man. But yeah, good show tonight, man. Who's the best six man? I say that's what G said. I say Pritchard, right? I would think he won the six.
Well, he won it.
He won the award.
He said, ever? He said J.R. Smith for the Knicks. Ever?
For the Knicks, J.R. Smith.
Yeah, I guess J.R. Smith.
You
know what's crazy about the Knicks real quick?
I disagree. I think it was Jamal Crawford.
J.R. Smith won it for the Knicks, though.
Yeah, he won Jamal Crawford.
Did he win a six man for the Knicks?
I thought he did.
I know he won it before. I don't know if he won it for the Knicks, though.
He didn't win it for the Knicks. He won it.
Let me ask y'all real quick before we wrap. I got to ask you a question. Do you notice something? All these former players that really ain't Knicks is like claiming the Knicks now. Like J.R. Smith, he's more like a Cav to me. Like
no. You gotta watch. You gotta watch 7 p.m. and what you call it.
In Brooklyn, I saw
yeah,
the 7 p.m.
He cried when he cried when
did.
he left the Knicks.
But
like
he
he
won
wanted
with the Cavs, and he got his shit off with Denver. You look at him as a Knick? I don't really look at him as a Knick.
Nah,
right?
Yo, do you know what his
It's
nickname?
It's a matter
What's
of
his
what
nickname?
Swish. It's a matter SWAQL.
No,
Shoot first, ask questions last.
SFAQL is his nickname.
I fuck with him, but
SFAQL. That's my man. SFAQL. Shoot first, ask questions last.
Yeah, that's
that was he was the illest. Like he was the.
I think he.
No, but is he? He's a Knick. To me, he's not a Knick. He's not a Knick.
He's a Knick to me.
Is he? I don't know.
Some of the illest dunks. You remember the reverse under the basket dunk?
What about the fadeaway 3-point out of bounds? Like all the shit that he was doing was just ill-advised.
And he was and guess what,
like, why are you doing that?
J.R. Smith is a natural New Jersey. He's from New Jersey. He's a New York Knick.
I get that, but Cat is from Jersey too. Cat ain't a Knick.
Not yet.
Not yet. Let that boy get a motherfucking. You know what I'm saying?
Cat.
He's working his way up though. He's working his way.
Let me point something out to you. I'll point something out to you, Cash. Most people that come to the Knicks, I don't care how long the team, if they play on the Knicks for more than 3 or 4 years, don't matter what happens when they leave, what other team they go to, they always want to come back and support the Knicks. That was what it is with Sprewell. Sprewell wasn't a fucking Knick initially. Where you see Sprewell? Okay, again,
you can't compare J.R. Smith to Sprewell.
Larry Johnson wasn't an initial Knick. Guess what? He became a Knick. You know what I'm saying?
But he had Knick moments. This is my point. They had big Knick moments, man.
Carmelo Anthony was a Denver Nugget. Where do you see him sideline? He played for other teams, but where do you see him? Where's home for him?
But I could count all these points. He spent almost equally as much time on the Knicks as he did the Nuggets. It's about split.
Okay, but
one less year.
But my question is, how many Denver Nugget games do you see him at?
No, but
how many? None, right? None. And then it's not like they chase him out of Denver.
I don't. I think Carmelo's Knick.
Chased out of New York. No. He got chased out of New York. It's something about
how many Cavaliers games do you see J.R. Smith at?
But that's my point.
None.
He wants to. I get it. He wants to be a Knick, but I'm just saying.
No, it's not that he wants to be a Knick. He wasn't once a Knick, always a Knick. Yo, Camby played for a few teams. Have you ever seen Camby in a Toronto Raptor game?
But again, they had the legendary run when they were the AC.
Have you ever
seen 99?
Have you ever seen Camby at a Denver Nugget game?
I don't know. I don't watch it.
No. Yo, what my point is, once you play for the Knicks, it's something about playing for the Knicks where you play.
I'm not hating on J.R. Smith. I'm just wondering.
He's a Knick. He's a Knick, and he's one of ours.
I think you had to do big things here.
That's what I think.
Damn.
That was crazy.
You good.
No, he's not. He's not good.
I get your point.
I think you had to do good things in New York. And these players that you mentioned. What was it? Like the Starberries. Like Starberry didn't do big things here, but he was so big for the city, man. It's like
he did big things. He did big things in New York.
Yeah, high school.
Exactly.
He's from CI, baby. Come on,
man. Spree, LJ, like Cash was saying, they got big moments in New York, man. Like some of these guys is just, I put it this way, I'm not going to expect to see Campaign coming back.
Yeah.
But he might. To your point, he might, because everyone who was part of this
just because you come back
to continue being part of this.
Yeah, the Knicks have a way of saying yo, if you did something and you contributed here and it was you had a moment with us, Jeremy Lin, I guarantee you, when Jeremy Lin pops back outside on some basketball shit, you're gonna see him in New York before you see him in any other stadiums because. Where did Linsanity?
No.
Yeah, he's not.
But again,
where did you see Linsanity from?
He had moments, so he had big moments in New York, Lynn, right? And I don't even know if I think Linsanity is a Knick at heart. I don't what did he really do outside that 10-game run or 12, whatever the fuck it was in 30?
You know the people who stay away? You know who stays away? The people who didn't have big moments. You never see fucking Charles Smith's ass at the games, right?
Yeah, because he's a fucking sucker.
And that's because he
might get clapped.
You don't want to get stoned to death.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to get stoned to death, right? I would never want to see Charles Smith nowhere.
They're gonna beat him. They're gonna beat him to death in the Knicks lobby with wiffle ball bats. Yellow.
Last point before we sign off. I just want to say this. This is, and I'm gonna probably clip this up. James Dolan You see all the guards at the game: Ewing, LJ, and that's what it was. Fire, LJ, Marcus Camby, Stark, Sprewell, Starberry,
Smith,
yeah, Charles. Where the
Carmelo.
fuck is Oakley? Carmelo, where is Oakley, my nigga? This shit is
They
egregious.
threw Oakley out of there.
Bring his ass back, man. What are you fucking kidding me?
Oakley got to want to come back at this point, though. We don't know if Oakley on some fuck the Knicks shit at this point. Bro. Oakley might be on some fuck these niggas.
I think he is.
Yo, make that.
Yeah, Oakley
right.
might be
make
like
that shit right.
We don't know that he hasn't tried to make it right. But Charles Oakley, does he look like the type of motherfucker that's gonna take an apology and come sit in front row?
From what I understand, Michael Jordan tried to broker the peace, but whatever happened didn't happen and shit. I don't know. But
Michael Jordan tried to broker the peace for Charles Oakley to come back to the Garden.
Yeah,
that doesn't even make sense. Why would Michael
Jordan is cool? Jordan's cool with Dolan when he was the owner. You know what I'm saying? When he was owner of the Charlotte Hornets, he tried to broker that to bring it back, but I heard that shit didn't work. But
that's Dolan's fault. Dolan fucked that up. Dolan fucked that up.
Bring Charles Oakley, man.
Charles Oakley's the wrong one. He's the very wrong one.
Outside of Patrick Ewing and Jalen Brunson, maybe the realest Nick, in my opinion, in the hearts of the fan. And you know what I mean? So
yeah, Oak.
You know
before we sign up, I want to ask y'all a question, yo. You think when the Knicks win, Sharon be making sandwiches for the entire locker room?
I'm sorry.
He might.
Oh.
He might. Nah, he's saying that. What's his name?
I'd say Shaman. Like when the Knicks
Shaman
win,
look like Ali up in the fucking corner store and shit.
He look like the Aki way.
Oh,
he look like
Shaman.
Man, why y'all doing Shaman like that?
No, Shaman.
Landry Shaman.
Like
So does Jamal Murray. They both look like they like this.
Shaman gonna be making chopped cheese in the fucking locker room.
That's chopped cheese. Shout out to Shaman. Shout out to all my A-Rads, man. We love y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. But let's get the fuck up out of here.
Salute.
Who taking us out? D, you take us out this week.
All right, great show, guys. Knicks in 5. That's all I gotta say. Knicks in 5, guys.
For the Burrows, baby.
Let's go.
See y'all Thursday.
Peace.
Thanks for tapping in. Peace.